All right, so Sarah, let me ask you this. You've had one of those days, right? The kind where everything just piles up, your brain feels like scrambled eggs, and all you can think about is the snack. Not just any snack, but that specific snack. The one that calls to you like a siren from the pantry.
Oh my goodness, Mike, you've just described my entire week, actually. It's not just a snack, it's a mission. Like my entire body is telling me, Sarah, you need that extra cheesy macaroni and cheese from childhood right now, or the world might just end.
Exactly. It's like a primal urge. I had a deadline hit me out of nowhere last Tuesday, and before I even processed the email, my hand was already reaching for the cupboard where I knew those forgotten chocolate chip cookies were hiding. It was like an out-of-body experience. The rational Mike was screaming, "No!" But the stress Mike was like, "Chocolate now!"
Oh, I feel that deep in my soul. It's incredible how stress just bypasses all logic and goes straight for the comfort food button. Like suddenly that kale salad you prep for the week looks like an alien organism, and a greasy pizza is your only true friend. It's almost embarrassing how predictable I become. Why do we always do this to ourselves?
Okay, so since you asked, I'll go first. My ultimate, no-holds-barred, stress-induced comfort food, it's not even fancy. It's a huge bowl of buttery popcorn, but it has to be made on the stovetop. None of that microwave stuff. And it needs an unhealthy amount of salt.
Oh, Mike, you're so basic. Popcorn? Really? I mean, I guess it's warm and cozy. What's the trigger for the popcorn? Is it like when you've been on endless Zoom calls?
Exactly. When my brain is fried from back-to-back meetings and I just need something mindless to munch on. It's the ritual. The popping sound, the smell, the immediate gratification. And the best part is you can just keep eating it. It's like a bottomless pit of salty comfort.
See, for me, if I'm really stressed, my brain goes straight to childhood. It's either my mom's chicken noodle soup, even though I'd have to beg her to make it for me now, she lives hours away, or, and this is truly embarrassing, it's a specific kind of cheap processed chocolate cake with frosting. The kind you get at a supermarket bakery.
Oh, the sheet cake. The one that's almost too sweet? That's gold, Sarah. That's pure gold. So when does the sheet cake siren start wailing for you?
Usually when I've had a massive disagreement or something feels out of my control, like a big argument with a friend or a project goes completely sideways. My immediate reaction isn't to fix it, it's to think, I need that sugar rush, that pure, unadulterated, simple sweetness to blot out the bad feelings. It's almost a physical tug, like my body is literally pulling me towards the snack aisle.
It's that instant gratification, isn't it? My brain doesn't even pause to consider healthier options. It's like stress hits and my survival instinct immediately screams, find the carbs, find the fat, find the salt. It's wild how quickly we revert to what feels almost primal. Forget logic, hello comfort food.
Yeah, it's like our ancestors were foraging for berries and we're just foraging for the closest delivery app or the bottom of the chip bag. And the shame spiral afterwards is almost as intense as the craving itself sometimes. But in the moment, worth it. Every single crumb.
You know, Sarah, what you said about the chocolate cake taking you back to childhood or my popcorn ritual, it really makes me think about the deeper reasons. It's not just about the taste, right? It feels like it's wrapped up in something much bigger.
Absolutely. It's like when I'm craving that soup, it's not just the deliciousness of it. It's the feeling of my mom fussing over me when I was sick. Or the chocolate cake, it's that momentary escape from any pressure, that pure, unadulterated, simple pleasure from being a kid. It's pure nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia is a huge one. For me, the popcorn thing, it actually reminds me of movie nights with my dad when I was little. He'd always make it on a stovetop, and the whole house would smell incredible. So when things feel chaotic now, that smell, that taste, it's like a little portal back to feeling safe and protected, like a warm hug.
That's so true, Mike. Food can absolutely feel like a hug. I remember hearing about this person who went through a really rough breakup, just absolutely heartbroken. And all they could eat for like a week straight was mac and cheese. Not fancy mac and cheese, just the box kind with the powdered cheese. It was like their emotional blanket.
Oh, the Blue Box special. I totally get that. It's so simple, so unchallenging. When your world is falling apart, you don't want gourmet. You want something that just is. That familiar, creamy, cheesy goodness. It's almost like a baseline, a return to something fundamental when everything else is shaking.
Exactly. And it's not just breakups. I heard another story about someone who had to move across the country for a new job, completely out of their comfort zone, leaving everything behind. And their constant go-to was making their grandma's meatloaf recipe. Every night, for dinner, meatloaf. It was the only thing that made them feel grounded in a completely new, overwhelming environment.
That's powerful. It's like the food itself becomes a tangible connection to home, to comfort, to the people you love. You can't be with your grandma, but you can recreate a piece of her in your kitchen. It's almost a coping mechanism, a way to anchor yourself.
Yeah, it's a temporary escape too, isn't it? While you're eating that mac and cheese or that meatloaf, for those few minutes, you're not thinking about the breakup or the new terrifying city. You're just focused on the taste, the texture, the memory. It's a pause button on the stress.
A delicious, calorie-dense pause button. But it's fascinating how our brains connect these things. It's not just about satisfying physical hunger, it's about satisfying an emotional hunger. We're seeking that feeling of safety, love, or control that we associate with those specific foods.
Or just pure, unadulterated joy, however fleeting. Like that chocolate cake for me, it's pure sugar and nostalgia. No complicated emotions, just sugary bliss. Until the sugar crash, of course.
The inevitable crash. But hey, for a few glorious minutes, you're in a sugar coma of happiness. It's like a little mini vacation for your brain. Oh, speaking of crashes, I have to tell you about this one time. My absolute go-to when I'm seriously stressed and overwhelmed is a giant greasy pizza, like extra cheese, pepperoni, the works. I was pulling an all-nighter for a big presentation, absolutely wired and totally fried.
Uh-oh. I can see where this is going. The siren song of the pepperoni.
Exactly. So it's 2 a.m. I order this beast of a pizza. It arrives steaming hot. I'm sitting there, headphones on, typing away, and I just start eating slice after slice. I wasn't even tasting it, just inhaling it. Next thing I know, the box is empty. All 8 slices gone.
Mike, you finished a whole large pizza by yourself? You are a machine. Or, well, maybe just very, very stressed.
Let me tell you, the immediate comfort was real. For about 5 minutes, I felt like a king. Then the food coma hit hard. I'm talking instant regret, heartburn, and the kind of lethargy that made it impossible to concentrate on my presentation. I actually fell asleep at my desk for an hour with my face practically in the empty pizza box. Woke up feeling even worse than before. Not my finest hour.
Oh, that's hilarious and so relatable. It's that moment where the comfort turns into, oh, what have I done? My version of that was during a particularly bad week when I was feeling really down. All I wanted was ice cream. Not a scoop, not a bowl, but the entire pint of Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey.
Oh, Chunky Monkey is dangerous. It's too easy to just keep going back for more.
Right? So I'm sitting on the couch watching a terrible rom-com, spoon in hand. I finished the whole thing. And honestly, it did feel good for a bit. like a sweet, cold hug. But then I just felt heavy. Not just physically, but emotionally heavier. Like I hadn't actually solved anything, just numbed it for a moment.
That's the line, isn't it? That fine line between genuine comfort and just kind of like shutting down the feelings with food. My pizza episode definitely highlights how it can quickly flip from a soothing act to an overwhelming one. It just amplified the stress, weirdly enough. The physical discomfort added to the mental exhaustion.
Exactly. And that's when you realize, okay, this isn't actually helping me process anything. This is just a temporary distraction. Sometimes after I've overindulged, it almost feels like the emotional problem I was trying to escape is still there, but now I've got a stomachache to go with it.
Totally. It's like the food puts a temporary band-aid on the wound but doesn't actually heal it. And sometimes that overindulgence actually brings new negative feelings. Guilt, shame, physical discomfort. It's a tricky balance.
It really is. It makes me think about those times when you really want that comfort food and maybe you have it and it hits the spot and then you just stop because you realize what you truly needed wasn't necessarily the whole pizza, but just the idea of that comfort or a moment to pause and acknowledge what you're feeling.
Yeah, like that person who ate the box mac and cheese after their breakup. Maybe it wasn't about the volume, but the familiarity, the gentle, soft texture when their world felt so harsh. It was a need for a specific kind of nurturing, not just calories.
And that's where it gets interesting, isn't it? Because the craving isn't always about hunger. It's often a signpost telling us something deeper is going on. It's like my body's trying to send me a message. Hey, you're stressed. Deal with this in a healthier way next time.
And that's a really crucial point, Sarah. It's not just about the calories or even just the taste. There's a little bit of science at play too, right? Like when we eat these comfort foods, especially ones high in sugar or fat, our brains release dopamine. It's that feel-good chemical that gives us a temporary high. It's almost like a quick fix.
Absolutely. It's our brain trying to trick us into thinking this is the solution. But like you said, it's usually just a fleeting moment of relief. The real why isn't the dopamine. It's what we're trying to escape or soothe in the first place.
Exactly. So instead of beating ourselves up when that craving hits, maybe the first step is just acknowledging it without judgment. Like, okay, I really want a whole pizza right now, and that probably means I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Yes, self-compassion is key. Instead of guilt-tripping yourself, which just adds to the stress, pause and ask, what am I really needing? Is it rest, a conversation, a walk? Sometimes just recognizing the emotion behind the craving can lessen its power.
And then once you've acknowledged it, maybe you can offer yourself something else that provides comfort without the crash. For me, sometimes it's just stepping away from the computer for 5 minutes and listening to a favorite song, or calling a friend.
Or even just a deep breath. Or maybe a cup of tea. It's about finding those healthier alternatives that still offer a sense of calm or connection, but actually serve you in the long run. It's a journey for sure, but recognizing that impulse is the first big step.
Exactly. So be kind to yourselves out there. Your cravings are just telling you something important.
Absolutely. We hope this gave you a little food for thought, pun intended, about your own comfort food relationships. We'd love to hear your experiences too. Next time, we're going to be diving into why it's so hard to say no to that second slice of cake. It's a whole thing.
Yes, it is. Until then, thanks so much for joining us on Just We Are.
See you next time.